behind closed doors meeting with members of his national security team, and already labeled the unhappy warrior by Time magazine, promising any military action will be limited and tailored. Today, a spokesman emphasizing to a war-weary American people, the U.S. is not planning an all-out attack on Syria or a military attempt to topple Bashar al-Assad.
What we're talking about here is something that's very discreet and limited.
The White House making the case Syrian chemical weapons threaten our allies, Turkey, Jordan, and Israel, our military bases and embassies in the Middle East, and to the world in general, because allowing their use by Syria only encourages other dictators and terrorists. The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee says he agrees, but wants more consultation with Congress before the president acts.
This is as serious as it gets. You're going to engage the U.S. military. There are consequences for doing that, and there are also consequences for not doing it.
As part of that effort to connect with Congress, the president did call Speaker Boehner himself today. And as far as that late development involving Britain, Obama aides tell ABC News that the president is willing to act with or without Britain, and that the United States will in fact respond. And even if that means using the military, the president is willing to use it alone. Diane?
It is a big and complicated vote from the British tonight. Thank you so much, Jim. And now, what about the man who has placed his country right in the bullseye? Tonight, we have more about the leader of Syria, educated in the West, who once told me he didn't believe in violence. So what changed? ABC's Terry Moran covering the region from Beirut tonight.
Today in Damascus, while UN inspectors made another of their grisly rounds wearing gas masks, collecting samples. Just a few miles away, President Bashar al-Assad was shown on Syrian TV addressing his troops. Still defiant, still looking very presidential. He was once a man who just wanted to be an eye doctor, and who told Diane Sawyer in 2007 he was a man of peace.
We are against violence in general, and we are against violence in general. We don't believe in violence.
Assad's an accidental dictator. He was a young doctor in London when his older brother died in a car crash, making Bashar next in line to rule Syria after his father died in 2000. He met his chic wife Asma in London, she of the Chanel suits and Christian Louboutin shoes, even featured in Vogue magazine as a desert rose. They seemed so modern. People talked of a Damascus Spring when he came to power, and they even have an Instagram account, recently posting pictures of Asma at a soup kitchen. He likes to drive his own car, but now he and his family are mostly hunkered down. Even his own mother has left the country as he wages his merciless war. Last year, a hacked email from Assad to his wife surfaced. He'd sent her country star Blake Shelton's song, God Gave Me You, which includes the lines, I've made a mess of me. The person that I've been lately ain't who I want to be. He's a changed man for sure, and some who know Bashar Assad say one reason is the past 2 years of grinding, desperate civil war. He's fighting for his power, he's fighting for his survival, and they say he's become the ruthless dictator he wasn't meant to be, like his father. Diane?
Terry Moran, great to have you reporting from Beirut tonight.
Generally, as they used to say, it's not the poor things that only government can do together, like rebuilding our roads and our bridges, and to shorten the capacity of government.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's good to have you with us on the News Hour.
It was wonderful to hear.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.
John Kerry was a week ago on this is remarkable. John Kerry didn't think he should go to Congress, but suddenly he's out there leading the charge. But that also raises the question about the authenticity of this policy. I mean, I give him great marks for his advocacy, but does he really believe it?
Two rounds of voting in a secret ballot among IOC members to choose their new boss. Bach is now the first former Olympic champion to head the IOC. Correspondent Titus. Titus, thanks for joining us. Now, Bach has long been the front runner for this.
gotta be fucking kidding.
His Vice President, stay with us.